Sean Hannity is going to do some fear-mongering over the Iran nuke deal. Let's listen.
That's what I don't get. Even here in this country, Islam does nothing to police themselves.
Okay, but it's either they silently agree with the radical interpretation, but they themselves won't join in, or they're fearful. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I truly believe that probably a vast majority are afraid to take on the hijacking of their religion. But this is so widespread. For example, it's not far-fetched, is it, to imagine a scenario where the Iranians get their nuclear weapon thanks to Obama, and that they align with ISIS, and that they, in the meantime, they're building ICBM missiles, and that they launch one at Israel, they launch one at the United States of America, and that, we lost over 100 million human souls in the last century, that we could lose 200 million in this century.
Unbelievable. All you have to do is make up a scenario, pose it as maybe this will happen, and then just watch the results. Your audience is already panicky as fuck, Sean. And then they hear this, oh, God damn it, I better get 8 more guns. He's like, 200 million people might die from an Iran nuke attack against us, against Israel. Man, I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. It's a big problem. We might want to look into that. Whoa. But let's nip this right in the bud here. Your first point is wrong when you're like, Iran's going to get nukes now thanks to Obama. Already wrong. Let's move along. Next topic. What's wrong with you? Again, for anybody out there who's still against the Iran nuke deal, I'm begging you, I'm pleading you, just read the deal. Just read the deal. Don't read what your favorite news outlet said about the deal. Don't read an opinion piece on the deal. Don't read an article on the deal that lays out bullet points as to what's in the deal and then does some conjecture. None of that. Go directly to the deal. It's available online and read the fucking deal. And then tell me that you would not sign on to that deal, because if you say that, then you're simply an unreasonable person. Or like a lot of the Republicans, Louis Gohmert, Duncan Hunter, you just want war. You want a military conflict. So any diplomacy, by definition, you're against, no matter how good the deal is, because that you just don't like diplomacy. So you're wrong from point number one. But furthermore, I don't know if you guys caught it there in the middle. He said, it's not hard to imagine Iran working with ISIS to nuke America and Israel. We already just described how they're indeed not getting a nuke. The opposite is happening. But you just said Iran is going to work with ISIS? Hey, fuckhead. Iran is fighting ISIS. Virtually everybody who's, a Republican politician or a Republican media figure, they don't know anything about the Middle East. They don't know anything about the conflict. They don't know the difference between Sunni and Shia. They don't know who is Sunni. They don't know who is Shia. Iran is going to work with ISIS. So Iran is going to work with the people who want to kill all them. ISIS is Salafist. They're ultra-conservative Sunni fundamentalist. Iran is Shia. The Sunni fundamentalists want to wipe out the Shias before they even get to the Americans and the evil Westerners. Probably number one on their list is the Shias and the evil Jews. That's how they view it. But they're like, no, they're going to work together. Really? Then why are they number one on their enemy list? Why are they fucking fighting right now? Right now they're fighting. No, but again, it all goes back to, in Sean Hannity's mind, it's not made for nuance. It's made for good guy, bad guy. They bad, we good. And bad guy gonna team up, try to hurt the good guy, we gotta hurt them back. And once you set up that dynamic of like us versus them completely, well then you're the one that usually ends up being the aggressor, as you claim the entire time to be the victim. This is exactly the narrative that happened with Iraq. Think about it. They said, oh my God, Saddam had something to do with 9/11. He didn't. Saddam has weapons of mass destruction. He's going to launch them. No, he didn't have them. No, he's not going to launch them. So we're the victim. Attack, attack. And then we do the offensive war. We stay there. We end up killing over 200,000 civilians. So the entire time, and this is exactly the narrative he's setting up. They're so bad. Iran and ISIS are going to team up, even though they're fighting each other, and they never team up. And they're going to attack us in Israel. They're so bad. We're the victim. Attack. Always use your mind. I hate to pull a Donald Trump here. Brain. We need brain in this country. Use your mind and evaluate the evidence and learn what's actually happening before you make ridiculous policy decisions and argue stupid points like, maybe 200 million people will be annihilated in a nuclear war because of evil Iran and evil ISIS.